Some homes are built to impress you in 1 second. But the most peaceful homes in the world do something different. They slow you down before you even step inside. Welcome to Home Styles Explained, where every home style has a story. In this first episode, we are exploring garden houses around the world, not as luxury properties, but as living spaces shaped by silence, shade, memory, privacy, climate, and culture. A garden house is not just a house with plants around it. In the best examples, the garden becomes the emotional center of the home. It tells you where to walk, where to pause, where to look, and sometimes where to be quiet. By the end, you may not only know which garden house looks beautiful, you may know which one feels most like you. Let's begin with a style that turns restraint into architecture. A Japanese Zen garden house is not designed to impress you quickly. It is designed to make you notice slowly. At first, it may look simple: a low roof, timber posts, sliding screens, gravel, stones, moss, and a quiet view from inside the house. But the simplicity is not empty. It is edited. The stones are not random. The empty space is not empty. The garden does not try to fill every corner. It gives your eyes room to rest. The design logic is about framing. Instead of making the house the main object, the house becomes a camera. A veranda frames the garden. A shoji screen softens the light. A low opening turns one tree into a painting. This comes from a culture that values seasonal change, imperfection, and quiet attention. Rain on moss, wind through bamboo, shadows on tatame, and a single stone and gravel can become part of daily life. Visually, look for raked gravel, stepping stones, shaped pines, wooden eaves, paper screens, mossy corners, and rooms that do not separate the inside from the outside too aggressively. The personality of this house is calm, disciplined, and deeply observant. It is best for someone who does not need every space to be loud, someone who finds beauty in restraint. If the Japanese Zen house edits the world down to silence, the next style gives that silence a warmer rhythm of family, seasons, and balance. A Korean Hanok garden house feels less like a retreat from life and more like a balanced conversation with it. The roof curves gently. The timber frame feels human in scale. The courtyard or madong is not just empty space. It is the breathing room of the home. Traditional Hanok design often works with the land instead of fighting it. Mountains, wind, sunlight, and seasonal change all matter. The house is placed to receive warmth in winter, shade in summer, and air when the doors are open. One of the most important ideas is balance between heated rooms and open wooden halls. The Andal floor gives warmth from below during cold months, while the daecheong, or raised wooden hall, allows air to move in summer. The garden here does not always need to be dramatic. A pine tree, a stone wall, clay jars, a small courtyard, and tiled roofs can create a feeling of order without stiffness. Visually, this style is beautiful because it is composed of layers. Dark roof tiles, warm wood, white walls, paper doors, stone paths, and the quiet shape of a courtyard. Its personality is balanced, respectful, and grounded. It is best for someone who wants a home that feels connected to family, seasons, and daily rituals. From Korea, we move south to a house where the garden is not only about balance, it is about memory. A Vietnamese Huế garden house does not announce itself with height. It hides behind trees. In Huế, the garden is often the first layer of privacy. Before you reach the house, you may pass a gate, a shaded path, fruit trees, a pond, and a veranda softened by humidity and time. This is not a garden made only for decoration. It is a climate strategy, a family memory, and sometimes a quiet statement of culture. Shade protects the house from heat. Trees cool the air. Water holds reflection. The approach to the house slows the visitor down. The traditional garden house tradition of Huế often suggests a world where architecture and ancestry stay close together. A timber house, red tiled roof, carved details, low furniture garden paths, and old trees can make the home feel less like a product and more like an inherited atmosphere. What makes this style powerful is its emotional temperature. It feels humid, shaded, nostalgic, and private. It does not try to look new forever. It allows age to become part of the beauty. Visually, imagine a red tiled roof under tropical trees, a shaded veranda, a lotus pond, stone steps, banana leaves, fruit trees, and wooden rooms looking out to green layers. The personality is gentle, nostalgic, and deeply rooted. It is best for someone who wants a home that feels like family history, not just design. After Vietnam, the garden house becomes more open to air, rain, and tropical movement. A Thai traditional garden house begins with a practical truth. In a tropical climate, comfort starts below the floor. Many traditional Thai houses are raised on stilts. This is not only for beauty. It helps with flooding, ventilation, animals, storage, and shade. The space under the house becomes part of the climate system. The roof is steep because rain is serious. The eaves are wide because sun is serious. The veranda is important because life does not only happen inside closed rooms. In this style, the garden is not a separate luxury. It is part of daily survival and comfort. Trees cast shade. Water cools the air. Open walkways allow breezes to move. The house feels light because it has to breathe. Visual details often include dark timber, high roofs, open terraces, raised platforms, carved panels, tropical planting, and sometimes a cluster of separate pavilions connected by decks. The personality of this house is airy, practical, and relaxed. It is best for someone who loves outdoor living, warm weather, and a home that feels more like a shaded platform than a sealed box. But in Bali, the tropical garden house goes even further. It does not just open to nature. It lets nature walk through the house. A Balinese tropical garden villa often feels like the house has been gently broken apart so nature can move between the pieces. Instead of one sealed building, you may find pavilions, open-air living rooms, stone paths, carved gates, courtyards, water features, and plantings so dense that the house feels grown rather than placed. The design logic is sensory. You hear water. You smell wet stone and tropical leaves. You see shadows moving across carved timber. The garden is not background. It is part of the room. This comes from a culture where compounds, courtyards, ritual spaces, and orientation all matter. Balinese architecture often treats the home as a small world, with thresholds, gates, shrines, and gardens giving different areas different meanings. Visually, look for volcanic stone, thatched or tiled roofs, carved wood, open pavilions, pools, frangipani, palms, and a strong relationship between water and stone. The personality is sensual, spiritual, and immersive. It is best for someone who wants the boundary between vacation, ritual, and daily life to feel soft. From Bali's lush openness, we travel to a very different climate, where the most beautiful garden is often hidden from the street. A Moroccan riad is almost the opposite of a showy house. From the street, it may look plain, closed, and quiet. But step inside, and the house reveals a private world. A courtyard, a fountain, tiled walls, carved plaster, plants, shade, and light falling from above. The design logic is inwardness. In a hot, dense city, the exterior protects privacy and blocks heat. The interior courtyard brings air, water, and beauty into the center of the home. The fountain is not only decoration. Water changes sound. It cools the feeling of the space. It turns the courtyard into a room that belongs to the sky. Culturally, the riad reflects privacy, hospitality, craft, and the importance of interior life. The outside may be modest, but the inside can be rich with zealous tile, carved wood, arches, lanterns, and patterned shadows. Visually, this style is built on contrast. Plain exterior, magical interior. Hot street, cool courtyard. Solid walls, delicate details. Silence outside, water inside. Its personality is private, poetic, and protective. It is best for someone who loves hidden beauty and wants the home to feel like a secret. The Moroccan riad hides its garden inward. In Andalusia, the courtyard opens that same idea into brightness, flowers, and social life. An Andalusian patio house takes the courtyard idea and turns it into sunlight with manners. In southern Spain, heat is not a small design problem. It shapes the plan of the house. Thick walls, shaded patios, tiled floors, fountains, plants, and white surfaces all help control light and temperature. The patio is not just an outdoor corner. It is an outdoor room. It can hold orange trees, clay pots, climbing flowers, a fountain, patterned tiles, chairs, and the sound of water under bright sun. This style carries layers of Mediterranean, Roman, Islamic, and Spanish culture. You can feel it in the arches, the tile work, the courtyards, the fountains, and the way the house treats shade as something precious. Visually look for white walls, terracotta, blue or green tile, wrought iron, potted plants, citrus trees, bougainvillea, and narrow views that open into a cool inner courtyard. The personality is romantic, social, and elegant. It is best for someone who loves warmth, flowers, conversation, and the feeling of stepping from a hot street into a cool, private oasis. And this is where the first part of our garden house journey becomes clear. A garden house is not one style. It is a question. Do you want a home that edits the world into silence, like the Japanese Zen garden house? Do you want balance and family rhythm, like the Korean Hanok? Do you want memory and shade, like a Hue garden house? Do you want air and tropical practicality, like a Thai traditional house? Do you want immersion, water, and ritual, like a Balinese villa? Do you want hidden privacy, like a Moroccan riad? Or do you want a bright courtyard full of flowers, like an Andalusian patio house? The best garden houses are not beautiful because they add plants to architecture. They are beautiful because the garden changes the way the home behaves. It changes the light. It changes the temperature. It changes your pace. It changes what you notice. So here is the question. Which garden house feels most like you? Tell me in the comments. And if you want part 2, we can explore the warmer, bolder, and more romantic garden houses next. English cottage gardens, French country houses, Italian villas, Mexican haciendas, Scandinavian forest retreats, and modern tropical homes. Subscribe to Home Styles Explained for more calm, visual stories about the homes people dream about around the world. Every home style has a story.